Welcome to CryptoWise, a couple of wise guys talking crypto. Hello, CryptoWisers. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a project with real moonshot potential. That is Swingby. This is actually the very first true moonshot small cap hidden gem that we have talked about on the channel. We are talking about a market cap less than $2 million, which means they have huge growth potential, which means potential huge massive gains. That of course also means more risk. But if you're into crypto, you're always looking for those hidden gems that can potentially moon for you. And Swingby definitely is one of those. In this video, I will be walking through what Swingby is, why I really love its potential, and its latest announcements, including the launch of its mainnet coming up soon. So this is a CryptoWise episode not to be missed. My name is Milton. I will be your captain for this episode. Those of you who are regular CryptoWisers may have noticed that Marvin made his CryptoWise debut with his episode on Scale, which you can watch right here. We launched the channel a few short weeks ago, and we always say on the channel, a couple of wise guys talking crypto. And you CryptoWisers probably thought, what the heck is Milty smoking? He's only one dude, and he's the only one making videos. But not anymore. Marvin has officially joined the channel, which means double the crypto content that you guys love. This is also a very special episode for me because it is my first sponsored episode. That's right, this is Milty's first sponsored episode. But don't worry, CryptoWisers. We will always be totally transparent with you. This is not one of those sponsored episodes where we're trying to shill you something we don't believe in. I actually approached Swingby and I said to them, look, I'm an early investor in Swingby. I launched this new channel. I really want to do a video on you guys. Would you support the channel? Which really helps me out because I put a lot of work into these videos. It takes me a lot of time. So it really helps a lot that Swingby is supporting today's video. But I would not be making this video if I didn't believe in the project and I wasn't an investor in it. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let me tell you why Milty is taking a chance on Swingby. Of course, one of the most important things when looking at a crypto project is asking yourself the question, what does it do? Is it solving a problem? Because if it solves a problem, it will bring value to the space. In Swingby's case, it is a warp speed protocol to move Bitcoins into WBTC wrapped Bitcoin. Swingby just launched this beautiful brand new website, which is 100 times better than the one they had before. And it actually explains what the project does, which is providing a bridge for Bitcoin to be used on the Ethereum network. Now, of course, they're not the only ones to do this, and we'll talk about that in a bit. This new website says Swingby is a decentralized proof-of-stake network that uses the latest advancements in cryptography research to allow you to move your tokens onto other chains without a trusted party. Our first launch will bridge Bitcoin to Ethereum. The reason I invested in Swingby originally was that I had people I trusted tell me that their tech was for real. And obviously, tech is huge. If a crypto project doesn't have real tech, forget about it. Move on. So Swingby Skybridge uses the latest in threshold signature cryptography, TSS, and multi-party computing, MPC, to deliver a layer 2 cross-chain bridging protocol for users to move their assets from one blockchain to another. What have we said on this channel over and over and over again? Why we love Polkadot? Interoperability. That is what 2021 is going to be all about. And if Swingby can succeed at what they're trying to build, it essentially means they can be a bridge for you to send any of your assets from one blockchain to another. They're starting with the most important. It's the obvious one, creating a safe, easy, efficient way for you to get your Bitcoin onto the Ethereum network. That way you can use it in all the various DeFi projects. But they're not stopping there. If their technology works, it can work with essentially any blockchain, which means using Bitcoin on Binance chain, Ethereum on EOS, XRP on Tron. Skybridge technology opens up warp speed decentralized links for endless decentralized finance possibilities. So let's have a little peek under the hood. Bleeding edge technology. I won't go through this in detail, but again, for all my tech-savvy CryptoWisers out there, they have all the important information you need to learn about the technology they're using for this. Finely tuned economics. With Skybridge, all revenue generated from the network is distributed back to the community and used to incentivize metanode operators. This is really important. How do you incentivize your nodes so that you can secure the network? In this case, node operators can get up to 80% APR and liquidity providers up to 10% APR. Not too shabby. So this is one of the big reasons why Swingby is different than other projects out there. Most blockchain interoperability protocols rely on smart contracts. Skybridge does not. To perform a swap, you simply send your funds to the network's address, which means that it will work with any of your favorite wallets. To me, if this works, it could give Swingby a big advantage. And of course, its big goal, no silos. It's designed and built with the core goal of allowing all blockchains to communicate with each other. That is the problem it's solving. It's a big problem in crypto. So if these guys can do it, definitely think they have a chance at finding a place in this very crowded crypto universe. Here we have a list of existing partners for Swingby. They have their investors. These are the exchanges that you can currently find Swingby on: BitMax, Poloniex, Probit, and Binance Dex. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but here are the big partners that I want to focus on. Band Protocol, that is the oracle that will be integrated into Swingby. It is an amazing oracle. You'll love to see that. Elrond. Fans of the channel will know that I am a huge fan of Elrond, and if you haven't checked out my video on Elrond, you can do that here. Waves is not a project we've talked about on the channel yet, but it is another great crypto project. These are definitely three partners I'd love to see for Swingby. And if you go on the developer tab up here, you can see the case study for some of these partners. And in Milty's opinion, maybe the most important one, Elrond, you can see that Elrond's mainnet gets access to cross-chain liquidity via Swingby. This article goes on to say that we are excited to announce a direct avenue for connecting Elrond mainnet assets to established chains thanks to the integration of Swingby. Elrond CEO goes on to say that getting access to all the available liquidity from day one is an important prerequisite for anyone building DeFi tools. We're excited to work with Swingby and increase access to Elrond's highly scalable and cost-effective solution. For a small cap project like Swingby, it is amazing to see them partnering with such projects like Elrond. That definitely gives it a vote of confidence and legitimizes the project. Now let's have a look at the Swingby roadmap. This project is still very, very young. It just did its private sale in February of this year. And look how far it's come in such a short time. And I don't want to underestimate how important this is. The Swingby rebrand that just happened, that includes the website that we're talking about. I have been highly critical of Swingby in the past because of their communications and marketing strategy. I had heard how great the tech was, but I was worried about the project because of their communications and marketing strategy, which in my opinion is not as important as the tech, but is still an essential part of a crypto project. You need to build a community around it. You need to be able to get users for your product. So I'm definitely thrilled about this rebrand, and it's why I wanted to help them get the word out about it. But of course, way more important than that is the launch of their Chaos mainnet, which is happening December 28th of this year, just a short few weeks away. That's why I wanted to make this video right now so that you CryptoWisers could get to know this project before that happens. And on their homepage here, they have a nifty little clock that tells you the countdown for when Chaos mainnet will launch. At the time of making this video, 26 days plus. It's coming very, very soon. Once that happens, they will be doing their Oracle integration with Band. And I really want to point this out. This is still a couple months away, but they will be doing their ERC-20 bridge in Q1, Q2 of 2021. Because an important element of Swingby and why I don't think the token has totally taken off yet is because it's a BEP token. That means that the native Swingby token exists on the Binance chain. To be precise, it's a BEP2 token. So because the most popular type of coin is ERC-20, which are tokens built for the Ethereum network, to get information on those tokens, you're probably used to going to Etherscan. But here in CoinGecko, if you want more information on the Swingby token, you come here, you hit Binance, and all the info is actually here on the Binance chain, but you can find the information you're used to getting here on the Binance Chain Explorer. That's why this is super important. This will create a bridge for the Swingby token to go from the Binance chain to Ethereum, which will provide way more liquidity for the token and make it way more accessible for more people. But you know Milty, he loves to get in on things early, and because it's a BEP2 token, that's one of the reasons I believe you can still get Swingby right now at a very, very, very low cost. And what is that cost? Well, let's have a quick look at the price of the Swingby token right now. It is just over 3 cents. The ICO price, which launched in July, was 0.025 cents. So it is sitting right now just over the ICO price. But if we look at the lifespan of Swingby, we can see that in the summer, it had already reached almost 60 cents. It was a really hot token this summer. And when the alt market crashed, Swingby was one of the tokens that got hit the hardest. It just kept falling and falling and falling. It actually went under 2 cents for a bit. Now it's back up over 3, but as you can see, it has so much room to grow. I mentioned early in the video, it has a market cap of just under $2 million, which gives Swingby true moonshot potential. Let's have a look at one of Swingby's biggest competitors. That would be Ren. Ren is definitely one of the most popular ways people get their Bitcoin onto the Ethereum network. And you can see here, their market cap is almost 300 million. And even that is at a time when altcoins are at deflated prices. As you can see, Ren also peaked this year close to 60 cents, which means if it went back to that price, it would be worth almost 600 million market cap, which means if Swingby gets to Ren's all-time high of this year, it would have to over 300x. Now, of course, I'm not saying that it's guaranteed to do that. Let me remind you, as always, CryptoWise is not financial advice. I repeat, CryptoWise is not financial advice. Do your own research. We're just a couple of guys talking crypto. But for all of you CryptoWisers who are always after me for those moonshots, Swingby is definitely one of them. So if you are interested in Swingby, how can you get some Swingby right now? Well, the easiest way for most of you is probably on BitMax. BitMax is a fairly popular exchange, and they do offer great staking rewards for some tokens, including Swingby. They offer right now a 50% APY on Swingby. You get your rewards daily. I've been holding a portion of my Swingby on BitMax for a few months now, and every day I get my staking rewards. It works really well. But if you have been watching the channel, you also know one of the newer projects that Milty has been trying out is BipSwap. BipSwap is a project by Thorchain, and it is built on the Binance Smart Chain. It essentially is like Uniswap, but on the Binance Smart Chain. And as you can see, there is a Swingby pool on BitSwap. Now, BitSwap is still in beta, so not a lot of people know how to use it, but I did create a video on how to use BipSwap, and you can watch that here. Those are the two ways that I would personally recommend, but rumor has it that Swingby will also soon be on PancakeSwap, and as a BEP2 token, it's also available on the Binance DEX. My regular CryptoWisers will know I'm also big on Team. I don't love teams that are anonymous. Now, originally they did have their whole team on the website, but they no longer have their team here. But not to worry. Milty did get the inside scoop, and soon after this video drops, Swingby is going to be announcing that Jacob Plaster is going to be named as their new CEO. Jacob is a former senior software engineer at Bitfinex, and he'll now be the new face of Swingby. I don't know a lot about Jacob, but I think it's so important for these projects to have someone who is the face of them. You can do your own research on whether you think he'll be able to lead this project to success. Before I wrap up the video, I wanted to give you guys one extra little tidbit of information why I think Swingby could potentially start competing with Ren. See, Ren mints Ren BTC, which is its own thing. And you can see here it has a trading volume of just over $13 million, whereas Swingby bridges your Bitcoin into wrapped Bitcoin. Its liquidity is over 94 million. And as you can see down here, wrapped Bitcoin is used on all the top dexes, so you don't have to worry about liquidity when you go from Bitcoin to wrapped Bitcoin. Just wanted to throw that in there as another great thing that Swingby has going for it. All right, guys, that's all for today's video. As always, I hope you found it valuable. And if you did, and you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please take a second to do that now before you take off. And please remember, today's video was a sponsored video by Swingby, but I promise to always be honest with you. And in this case, I approached them. I always wanted to make a video on them because I have been an early investor. This project has huge risk because it's so small, but because of that, it also has more potential upside if you invest now. That's your decision. You do you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you Milty's strategy. And as always, leave me a comment. Tell Milty what you think. What do you think of Swingby? Am I crazy to like this project, or do you agree? I always love hearing from my CryptoWisers. Okay, guys, until next time, my name is Milton, saying over and out.